Hey everyone, welcome back to Genai's F1 News. Let's kick things off with some serious warnings for the rest of the grid. According to Motorsport.com, former Formula One driver Juan Pablo Montoya is confident that Red Bull is on the verge of a major resurgence. After the Canadian Grand Prix, where Max Verstappen battled Lewis Hamilton intensely and grabbed third place on the podium, Montoya is convinced the Milton Keynes outfit has the momentum to make a comeback. He's publicly warned their rivals that Red Bull is for sure coming back strong. So if you're a fan of another team, you might want to pay close attention. This could be the start of something big for the Red Bull camp. Moving on to the regulatory side of things, Sky Sports F1 lead commentator David Croft has publicly praised Max Verstappen for his refreshing and consistent position on the new 2026 regulations. As Motorsport.com reports, Croft believes Verstappen's stance has been both brave and honest. The new rules introduced this year feature a massive shift away from the ground effect era, with nearly a 50-50 split between internal combustion and electric power, along with major changes to overtaking mechanics. While some drivers have kept quiet or shifted their opinions, Verstappen has been unwavering in his criticism and his calls for adjustments. Whether you agree with his take or not, there's no denying the guy's willing to speak his mind, and that's something Croft clearly respects. Now let's talk about some cool technical updates happening this season. Motorsport.com is reporting that the FIA and manufacturers have approved tweaked LED light systems on the 2026 F1 cars, and this is all about safety and feedback from the drivers themselves. The rear LED lights have been redesigned to give clearer signals about the electric motor's status, something that had drivers raising concerns earlier. This fine-tuning ahead of the Monaco Grand Prix shows the FIA is actively listening to the grid and making adjustments as the season progresses. It might seem like a small detail, but these kinds of updates help drivers understand what their cars are doing at a glance, which is crucial when you're pushing the limits at 200 miles per hour. Here's a story that's getting people talking in the paddock. According to Motorsport.com, former Haas team principal Gunnar Steiner has issued a blunt warning to Esteban Ocon after his 14th place finish at the Canadian Grand Prix. Speaking on the Red Flags podcast, Steiner didn't mince words. He predicted that Ocon will lose his Haas seat by the end of the season unless he makes drastic changes. That's pretty harsh language, but when you're finishing down the field consistently, the pressure mounts quickly in Formula One. Steiner knows this world inside and out, so his prediction carries real weight. Time is ticking for Ocon to turn things around, or his seat could be on the chopping block. Now let's shift focus to one of the most impressive stories of the 2026 season. Kimi Antonelli, the 19-year-old Mercedes driver, is absolutely dominating the championship. According to Motorsport.com, Antonelli claimed his fourth consecutive Grand Prix win at Canada, and he's currently leading the Drivers' Championship by an incredible 43 points over his teammate George Russell. Former F1 TV presenter Will Buxton is comparing the young talent to a young Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel, which tells you how special his performance has been. Sky Sports analyst Naomi Schiff believes Antonelli has proved he won't be bullied in the title fight and is showing he's matured way beyond his years. The rest of the grid should be taking notes. This kid is the real deal. Speaking of impressive drives, Lewis Hamilton finally appears to have turned a corner with Ferrari. According to Motorsport.com, the seven-time champion delivered a performance at the Canadian Grand Prix that, as commentator Jake Humphrey and former engineer Rob Smedley noted on the High Performance Racing podcast, was marked by a renewed sense of freedom and pace that seemed to get inside Charles Leclerc's head. Sky Sports lead commentator David Croft has even described Hamilton's decision not to use Ferrari's simulator program as quite damning for Maranello, raising eyebrows about the team's factory-to-track correlation issues. But the positive news? Hamilton's got his spark back, and Ferrari fans have reason to be optimistic going forward. Finally, let's talk about a major technical decision that's going to shake things up at the Monaco Grand Prix. According to Autosport and Motorsport.com, the FIA has made the official call to disable active aerodynamics throughout the entire Monaco lap. Why? Safety, plain and simple. The concern is that with the new 2026 car's active aero system, vehicles could become dangerously fast at the exit of the tunnel, where runoff areas are severely limited. This means Monaco will be run with fixed aerodynamic settings for the first time since active wings were introduced. a decision that could completely reshuffle the competitive order. Teams that have built their setups around the flexibility of active aero will need to adapt quickly, and this could be the opportunity for an unexpected challenger to make a statement at one of F1's most iconic circuits. Wrapping up today's show, here's a business story that caught everyone's attention. As reported by Autosport and Motorsport.com, Mercedes has officially ended talks to acquire a minority stake in Alpine F1. The breakdown? A disagreement over Aero Capital's asking price. Mercedes had already agreed in principle with majority owner Renault to make the purchase, but the numbers didn't work out. It's a reminder that even the richest teams in the paddock have limits on what they're willing to spend. Mercedes continues supplying power units and gearboxes to Alpine, so the technical partnership remains, but the ownership stake deal is officially off the table. That's it for this episode. If you enjoyed these stories, hit that like button and subscribe for more F1 coverage. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.